What's up? It's your boy Lonnie Dangerous. Tonight, it's my story, and this one is: Did did my dad experience much sadness or tragedy while I was little, and how did he deal with it? And when I was little, things that my dad tragedy. I know that my grandma passed away, and that was like a big deal for my dad. Well, I don't think it was a big deal. You know what's weird? My dad, he's not a person who, when you're, okay, so my dad was abused. So when you're abused and then there is no resolution to it, you become a hardened person. And not only do you become a hardened person, but there becomes a barrier around you that you build up, that you don't let people in. And my father, and not only do you not let people in, but you also don't allow yourself to feel things. You know what I mean? You might let a little bit in, a little bit out. And that's my father. Like, his affect, his outer personality is jovial and friendly, and he laughs and stuff. But inside, he doesn't really. I think the one time that I did see him cry was my grandma, not his mother, but my mother's mother had. She had, when I was little, my uncle. He was abusive to my aunt. My aunt ran to my mom's house, my grandma's house, to stay safe. And then my uncle came looking for her with a gun. And my grandma's deaf. My aunt wasn't there, and he was banging on the door. And I think she's deaf in one ear and hard to hear in the other. And I don't think she heard it at first, but then I guess he was just going so crazy out there. And it was the back door, but we use it as the front door. And she was taking too long, I guess. Or he felt that my aunt was in there and he was just coming in there. So he took the gun and he blasted at the door handle. And I guess my grandma was coming to answer the door. And the fragments of the door handle flew into her face. And my uncle, he was on dope, and he grabbed my grandma and he was dragging her through the house with the pistol, looking for my aunt, like, where is she? And I think he drug her like upstairs, and then he drug her back down the stairs. Then he drug her back outside, and I think he kicked her a few times and shit. And my grandma had a stroke after that. So and we were living in Utah when it happened, so we had to go back to see everyone. And I think that we came later afterwards, and my family had moved her back into the house because my other uncle still lived there, and she was bedridden, you know what I mean? I think that when my dad seen her in the bed, he just started crying. And I was, I think, the first time, besides someone keying his car in the middle of the night and him crying, that was the second time that I really seen him cry, like, emotional about it. You know what I mean? And even everyone else was shocked too. Like, what is he crying about? Because he's not that dude. You know what I mean? And who knows? You know, it was a traumatic incident. But I know that when his mother passed away, it was more melancholy. My father, I know the thing that creeped me out was that he went to the funeral. I don't think we went with him. And that was when we were living in Alaska. And he went to the funeral. And no, I did go to the funeral. I did. And he was taking pictures of no, I didn't. Because he took pictures. And he took pictures of my grandma in the casket. And that kind of shook me when he came back and he developed the pictures. This is when we were developing pictures. And he gave us all the pictures. And I was just like, wow, like, it's just traumatic for me as a kid just to see that shit. And I just thought he was like, it was weird that he had took those pictures. I don't know, maybe when my mom passed away, maybe I would want to see pictures of her. I would take pictures of her in a casket. I don't know. I know that it didn't look like my grandma. It looked horrifying. And all the other times, like, my dad deals with tragedy and sadness as anger. You know what I mean? He only has like one note. You know what I mean? He has various volumes of that note, but he has that one note. You know what I mean? If things don't go his way or something doesn't happen that he's in, like, he gets angry. If you know what's weird though? Okay, because and I don't know, maybe he's got older, but I never heard him really get like wild about being broke. You know what I mean? Like, I know that he declared bankruptcy 3 times, and like, I never really heard him stress about it. Maybe he just never told me about it. I know that what I do know is that when I was a kid, my father has this I don't know, maybe like insomnia, or it could be stress, but there'd be lots of times that my bedroom, my sister's bedroom are downstairs, and my parents are upstairs. And I think so because he didn't want to disturb my mom's sleep, he would come down and watch the TV downstairs, and that's where the family room was too. And he would turn it up loud, like in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? I have to be at school in the morning, and not only that is he watching it real loud, but he's also in there like, he's a smoker. So like, you can't. That's how my dad is, man. You know what I mean? He used to get mad that he had to go to work and I was sleeping, like, weekends. Like, after I got out of school, like, it was on Saturday. Like, no, you can't sleep because I'm working. So he had made this rule that on Saturdays, you need to have the whole house cleaned, the made bed, and all your laundry done by 12 in the afternoon, or you can't go out. He would just make up crazy shit just to try to. He's like some dude who gets his dick hard off or having power trips, and I think that maybe that I always feel this way right now too. People that don't have power love to usurp it when they can, you know what I mean? Who feel like they have no power any other place, that this is when they ever get a chance, they're gonna use all of it, that people are pushing them around. And I feel that's what my dad is, like someone who always been bullied, and then now he's got a chance to be the bully. But yeah, he doesn't have any type of he doesn't do sadness, you know what I mean? He's depressed all the time. He was